Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I'm doing a small, well I guess you could call it a collab with Faith, and I will link her channel in the description box, but most of you know her. She's a very good friend of mine on Twitter, and so we just both wanted to do a video and shout each other out and talk about which products were our favorite for 2019. So in full support, I have her hoodie on, and it's very comfortable. So y'all need to get you a t-shirt off of Teespring for Faith. So I tried to round up the products. Some of the products, they're not new, but I'm just going to show you what I use every day. You know, I don't use the same palette every day, but I mean, when it comes to foundation and stuff like that, I usually pretty much stick with the same thing. Until I run out. I might buy it again. I might try to get something else, but I don't switch my foundations too often because it seems it's very hard for me to get a color match that I like. I have a weird shade. I don't know. So I guess the first thing I'll start off, I'll just go with like moisturizer. The two that I've used this year that I like the best. Now I know this is not new, but this is an amazing moisturizer, this Tatcha Dewy Skin Moisturizer, and it smells absolutely amazing. I've used it all. I keep the bottle to remind myself I need to get some more, but you know, it's pretty pricey. It's like $60 something for this, but it smells amazing. It's very refreshing, like citrusy, you know, and it just goes on your skin so nice. And the second product, I got this, my friend Hillary Halston, she sent me this in a box. It was out of her BoxyCharm, and I didn't get this in my BoxyCharm. And it's by Touch and Soul, and it's called Glossy. And I think it was, she said it was too heavy for her, but I love this stuff. It smells really good, and I put it on at night when I go to sleep. And it's very moisturizing, and it's not sticky when you put it on. So I really like that. So then we'll start with foundation. This is probably, I don't know when this foundation came out, but I bought it this year. So if I bought it this year, I'm going to go over it. I use it every time I do my makeup, and it is the Maybelline Fit Me. And I buy the color 220, and this is the dewy one. I absolutely love this. And I also mix it because I'm a tad darker. I want a tad darker than this, but I couldn't find the shade. So I also mix it with this Bye Bye foundation, this 50 sunscreen protection by It Cosmetics. This is pretty dark. So I'll put a little bit of this on my hand, and then I'll just do one little pump of this and kind of mix them together. So that is the foundation that I use every single day. I'm just trying to go through doing a whole face, see how it, if I can remember. So there's the foundation. My favorite, I don't use concealer a lot, but my favorite concealer this year was the Jeffree Star concealers. I have it in C7 and C18. C7 is a very light color for me. C18 is my skin tone, like the color the color of the foundation I use, okay? Those are both really good. Let's see, foundation, setting powder. I use another Jeffree Star product. I like this is kind of dusty, it's been sitting on my vanity over there. I love this. You can see I put it in the top, and then I put my makeup sponge in there because I use like a moist makeup sponge after, you know, when I apply this. So I use this in the Beauty Bakery, and it smells really good, and this goes on really nice. So that's probably my favorite setting powder this year. Blush. You know, blush is one of those products that Blush will last me a lifetime, one blush, because I do not use a lot. But I bought this palette at Ulta, this BH Cosmetics Blushing in Bali. And I always use this color, these two colors, and I just touch my brush in each one and put it on. I don't really use the highlighters I probably have, but I strictly use this palette for these two colors, and that's the blush that I use every single day. Contour, I know this is not new, I know, and it is old. I mean, it's not old, I haven't had it, but I mean, I use this Anastasia Beverly Hills contour. This is the light to medium. I have used this every single time I do my makeup this year, and I mix these two colors just for like some bronzer and like contour. I haven't even hit pan in it. I don't go heavy, but I love this. And when this runs out, I don't know, I might try something new. I don't know, I might buy another one, but this is very good. This has worked really good for me. So that's it on the contour. Y'all are gonna, I hate to even show you this. One of my favorite, well, actually probably my favorite highlighter this year is, well, I have two I really like, but one I've used a lot more is my Brain Freeze palette. Now, a story about this. I had it on my makeup vanity and I dropped it. So I broke one of the shades in it. So it is an absolute mess. I broke the shade Statuesque, I think. Yeah, Statuesque. And I never tried to like fix it. So it's crumbled over here in the corner. But you see I have hit pan, believe it or not. This is probably one of the few products I've ever hit pan in. In the shade Cocky is my favorite. And I also like, what's it called? Gold Breaker. I like Gold Breaker too. But Cocky's more, it's closer to like, you know, my skin tone. So don't shade me because of my busted palette. I need to get another one. But if it works, I'll just keep using it. I don't care. So another highlighter I got this year that was at the end of the year, I think it was in November, maybe around November, was the Jacqueline highlighter, and I got it in Balm, and I really like it. It's a really good, it's a really bright, nice highlighter, and I want to get the light color one. Turn my phone down. But yeah, it's very good. So I would recommend that as well. Also, this is another product I can't live without, and I know this didn't come out this year, but it's the e.l.f. exfoliating lip scrub. It's pretty rough, but after I put my, you know, foundation and everything on, I scrub my lips. I mean, I'll sit there and I'll just roll it around and roll it around. And then I take like a baby wipe and it gets like all the dead skin and makeup and everything off. So when you put your lipstick on, it goes on really good. So there's that. Eyebrows. I know this isn't new. I get the ABH pomade and I use the color Caramel. And it's so weird because I just bought a new one of these about a month or so ago because my other one I had for, I know, at least a year. And when I got it, the new the caramel was, it was caramel in the old one as well, but this one is the new one is so much darker. I don't know if the pigment I don't know what happened, but maybe they changed the colors because like I said, it took me forever to get down that low in that that other one. So that's the what I use with the little brush there. Okay, lipsticks. I don't know that any of my lipsticks that I use on a daily basis, I'm just going to tell you what I use because I don't know that any of them are new that came out in 2019. But I love this color by Stila. And all of my shades are going to be nudes because that's pretty much what I wear every day. But this Stila is called Biscotti. It's a beautiful color. And once you put it on, it looks a little darker than it does here in this, but I love that one. I love the Lime Crime Cashmere is one of my favorites. Which one is this? Christmas Cookie. This has a little bit more pink to it, by Jeffree. This one, Posh Spice. I use it a lot. This one here by Jeffree. Nudes again. And this color, Leo, which is more of a tan orange. It has like a rust color. And this is one of the little minis that came in the little Morphe sets back when he did his collab. So when I use this one up, I'm going to have to get a new one because I really like this color. And as far as... I don't have many regular lipsticks that I use. Most of the time I use liquid lips, but this one is my favorite one that I bought this year, and I don't think that this is a new color, but it's the French Toast by Gerard Cosmetics. It goes on really good. It's a very pretty shade. Lip glosses. I hate to even show y'all because I put my liquid lips on and I use my gloss over that. So like my Shane Dawson, the gloss, it gets kind of rough looking from where I've put it over. It gets like a tan color from where I use so many nude lipsticks, but I love this for a clear lip gloss. And I have quite a few of his Jeffree's glosses, but my favorite one, and I'm out of it, my absolute favorite one is Legends, because it's such a good, it's kind of an opaque color, like a tan, and it goes really good over all the nude colors that I wear. So I need to get some more of that. Oh, let's see, eyeliner. I don't know where my little, and I know it's not new, but I don't know what I did with it. The Tarte pen, the double-ended one, it's Tarteist. It's like a felt tip on one end, and on the other end it is a regular crayon type eyeliner. But I don't have it over here on my table. But I have used that. I know that's not new, but I've used that every day when I put my makeup on. And then, well, since I got this in a Glam Light, one of the little Glam Light boxes that came out, the little calligraphy eyeliner, and I love this. It works really good, and I've been using this a lot because I think I need to get another one of those Tarte pens. So I've definitely been using this, and it's very black and it's very good, and it has a nice point on it. So my favorite mascara this year would probably have to be this one by Hank and Henry. I got this out of a BoxyCharm box because I usually use that L'Oreal Voluminous. I like that stuff, but I'm going to have to get another one of these when this one dries up on me. I absolutely love this mascara because on one end it has the the regular brush, and my favorite part of this mascara is the other end, and I've bent it. The other, if I break that, I'm gonna be so mad. It's very skinny, you see, and I use that for my bottom lashes, and it has been the best thing because when I use the brushes, I always get it, on my skin. So this, you can get them really fine on each lash. So this is definitely my favorite mascara this year. Alright, I think what all I have left is like some setting spray and some palettes, right? I think so. Alright. And I tried to pull, I have a lot of palettes, and I try a lot of different palettes, but I have a few that I don't use the same palette all the time. but I tried to pick the ones that I used the most, okay? So this, one of them would be this Morphe, this, I don't know what it was called, the little like Pride palette. This is very, I use this quite a bit. I love the colors in here. And I bought the brush set too, and I have used the brush set. Comes in the little Morphe. Can you see the little Morphe brush set? So those are really nice. And I really love, if you want something that's very pigmented and bright, and I hit one of my colors, but it's the Paint Palette by Glam. I mean, these colors in here, this really, if you want to do bright looks, this has every color that you could possibly need. I mean, and it's so pigmented, okay? You see, I mean, that's just like barely touching the pans. So if you love like bright, colorful palettes, I would definitely suggest this one. Let me close that up. Alright, and also I'm an affiliate with Glam, so if you decide to get any Glam products, you can use my Susan K10 for 15% off. And they have a new palette coming out tomorrow, which I'm so excited. I love all their palettes. They're just quirky and cute. This little palette by Colorpop, this is a nice, I brought this one because this is a nice little nude, very affordable palette. The X's and O's palette. I like that one. I pulled this one out. I just did a review on this not long ago. But I pulled this one out simply for, if you watch my videos, you know I didn't really dig the one shade, the blue glitter in here. But this Nabla palette, I wish that they would come out. I have got eyeshadow all over my fingers. I wish they would come out with a palette that was all latex mattes, because these mattes are absolutely gorgeous. I just touched them together. But they're absolutely gorgeous. And there's, I think there's 2 or 3 shades in here that are the latex mattes. Love that. Then I pulled out, of course, I mean, we have the Conspiracy palette. I love this palette. I love Not a Fact, okay? I love all these shades down here. These are my favorite. This one up here, I'm not going to sit and try to look at all the names of them, but I love that. And I love this green shade here. It's so pretty to like a topper over a different color or something. But I love this palette. Another one is, I like the colors in here. Another one is the Lunar Beauty Moonspell palette. These colors, there's a lot of neutrals in here, and I mean, the Fiona shade, I love to use that green. It's like that's like my favorite shade in the palette. So I would suggest the Moonspell. I like it. Another pigmented palette, and I got this from the brand. They sent it to me. I didn't buy this. It was the Graffiti Palette by Wicked Artistry. And these are so pigmented and cute. And these glitters, I mean, they're so nice. But you can do a lot of pretty looks with this palette here. So definitely, and it's very affordable. And I think they have a new palette coming out soon, and I'm definitely gonna have to get that. Then this is another palette I bought that I absolutely love. You know, I love dark shades. So this Melt Impulsive palette, it's pricey. I mean, this palette's like $65, but it has some great shades in it. I mean, this is like good for me like every day, okay? I love that. And then the last palette I pulled out that I used quite a bit when it first came out was the Morphe x Jeffree palette, because I have been dug in this red, all these shades down here. I love them. I mean, you can do so many pretty looks with this palette. And, you know, of course, I gravitate. I've never used, ooh, that's a pretty, I've never used this color. I don't know what it's called. I can't read it. Wand noise, okay. I've never used, well, I have used this pink up here. Well, I've used the white too, but any of the matte shades, I don't use those type of shades generally, but I have hit it hard down here in these. So that's all the palettes I would say would have been my favorite this year. And what else do I need? And then the setting spray. I like the Jeffree. I pulled out 2 setting sprays. I like this one. But this one will leave a very dewy type finish on your face. Like, you know, you can feel it on your face after you've used it. But I like the way, you know, it works for me. But probably my favorite setting spray this year is the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day in the color Dreamsicle. And it came in the little house of the Rich Luxe collab with the mint chocolate chip and the mini. But this is my absolute favorite, and it smells so good. Okay, so if I were you, if you love the whole orangey dreamsicle type smell, I would definitely get that because it smells amazing. I keep this in my purse. Yeah, I need to get me another bottle of it. But I think that's all the products that I've bought or used or liked this year. I mean, there's, you know, I'm looking forward to next year and seeing like all the cool, you know, everybody knows I love Jeffree products, and I know he's going to be coming out with some cool stuff. So this time next year, I can't wait to see what I'm pulling out and what has transpired through 2020. But that's it. That's all of my products. And like I said, make sure that you give Faith a follow on her YouTube channel. Give her a follow at SuperMommy25 on Twitter. And thank you guys. I appreciate you watching my video. I appreciate everyone that has subscribed to my channel. I started it at the end of May this year. And I appreciate everyone that has followed me and left comments and interacted with me. It means more to me than you'll ever know. And I look forward to 2020. And thank you guys, and I will see you on the next video. Love you. Bye.